Yo, what's up? We're back at it today doing another video. I haven't done one in a long time. Let me get this coffee here. This coffee is a little cold. I just did a first round video. I guess it was my rough draft. I didn't have a lot of space on my computer. Doing the real deal right here. This is financial advice. My name is Ashton. Let me get one more sip. I'm gonna have to put this in the microwave soon. So let's get right into some financial news. That's what we talk about, and we give financial tips, some financial advice. But as always, as a disclaimer, this is for educational purposes to kind of teach you guys how to be more analytical when it comes to investing. So Saturday night was last night, so SNL had Elon Musk on. And a lot of people that rely on Elon Musk to pump Dogecoin were hoping for a pump. They really want to see Dogecoin hit $1. And today it is down 33% from yesterday. Elon Musk, the ambassador to Dogecoin, has failed us. And the lesson is, don't rely on a single individual to carry an investment. You have to do your due diligence. Why do you believe in this security? Where is this going to be in 5 years? I see a lot of people, they get in, they get out, they get in 2 weeks, but they don't have a plan for their investment beyond a year. And I personally believe Dogecoin will hit $1. I'm at the point now where, okay, this will hit $1, even though it takes an insane market cap. The demand is there just to see it, and I don't know where it will go beyond that. The dog will have its day. It is possible, as long as investors put in consistently. These young investors will get a win. I think it will inspire them, and hopefully they can become better investors for the long term, just not this short term get rich as quickly as possible. Just a few months ago, Dogecoin was like less than a penny. You could put your life savings in the hopes that it would increase, which is very unlikely for a new investment. It got up to, beyond a penny, and you could buy millions of tokens, because they run on tokens, not shares, like tokens, like the actual digital currencies. And investors that were in and then they were out, or they didn't put in their life savings, are in a gloom kind of mood. And I say, don't get depressed over it. You're dealing with a high risk investment, a high risk, high reward, and generally 99% of the time, investments like that are that risky, don't make it. They die. They don't succeed. And I'm not the kind of investor to put in my life savings. I don't go all in. I use a portion of my money. That's my biggest rule. For a lot of people, maybe a portion or money that you could lose is about $2,000. Think about it. The average person has a house maintenance, a mortgage, kids, families to take care of. You got your house, a lot of things going on with different people. And if you lose $2,000, it might take about 5 months to recover for most people. And it sucks to lose, but you can financially recover and get back into the game. Whereas opposed to, let's say you had 30 grand and you put $29,000 into Dogecoin and it didn't take off, and then you lost all that money. How long will it take you to save up $29,000 again? where, you know, it does suck that if you had that amount of money and you put it in, you'd be a millionaire kind of thing. But that it just doesn't happen. It happens, but like, how do you know Dogecoin is gonna take off outside from just everybody saying buy it, buy it, buy it, and there's no measurement as to who's accepting this currency. The currency in its description says it's a joke. The creator of the currency sold all his shares to buy a Honda Civic back in the day. You know, it's just like, what is going on? It's just one of those abnormal situations, almost like it's overhyped. And honestly, I think it will hit $1 because it's so hyped up. But beyond that, what are we doing here? What, you know, it's not like Bitcoin and Ethereum, which have, like, Ethereum has this token NFT type shit that people attach to their artwork, and I could see that technology being used for patents and other documents to keep it more secure. That's why I like Ethereum a lot. But, you know, I just don't know about this Dogecoin long term. Also, inflation is happening. If you haven't noticed, I went to the store the other day. Bacon was about $7, $2 more than it normally is. The beef jerky was like $12, and it's generally around $10. And I work in the food industry, and I already knew that beef and pork was going up. Plastic and paper products are going up. It really does blow. A lot of these suppliers are claiming that it's COVID related. Come on, we just pumped like $4 trillion into our economy. And as an investor, inflation has a corrosive effect on your money's purchasing power. So if you keep your money in the bank, if you're not investing, or if you're keeping it in savings accounts, certificates of deposits, and T-bills, it's like the riskiest thing you do. You're gonna get overtaking. Inflation is gonna override, and you're just gonna lose out on purchasing power. You have to take a risk, and inflation is pretty good in this country. It's about 2% right now. It's always been pretty low. It can get up to like 17% in the rare cases. It has happened before. But we wanna keep our economy good. You know, people need money, but we also need a fairness for everybody. Also, during times of inflation, gold and precious metal go up in prices. And all the experts are like, don't buy gold because it doesn't have that long term outlook. Bullshit. You buy gold because it's pretty to look at. And you buy it when inflation happens. And right now, I think gold is up because of a little bit of inflation and mainly because of the pandemic that we had. I'd like to buy gold. I'd like to put it on my mantle, like a gold bar, or in a glass box so all my guests can see it. I'd have like a camera too that's blatantly there, just staring at the gold, just as security purposes. But I don't buy precious metals because, you know, you have somebody break in, they take it. You just lost a really expensive metal. You know, gold is like 1800, and just like 2 years ago it was 1300. And and if I was to buy a bar, I'd want that 5 ounce. Like an ounce bar might be thinner than this iPhone, and a 5 ounce might be just a little bit thicker. It'd be expensive. It'd be like over 10 grand. Gold used to be $500 back in like just before the mid 2000s, so kind of like 08ish. And the iPhone used to be like $400, and now they're both over a grand. And it's very unlikely that gold will get back down to like 1400. I think just because it's just what it is. You know, skip gold. Who knew that wood would be so expensive? You know, during the beginning of the pandemic, sawmills shut down, and people want to remodel their houses. We're all home, or most of us are home, and we want to do stuff to our homes. And new homes are being built, and restaurants are using a lot of wood to build their outside venues that they're going to have to tear down at the end of the summer when everything is back to normal. Normal in the sense that there isn't a pandemic anymore. It will happen. Like, I needed wood because I've got a garden out back, and I needed some 4x4s to put on my fence to help support the fence line. And I was also going to replace my floor in the utility room, and probably need some plywood if I discover any bad pieces. I don't know. You know, you don't know until you go in and look, take it out. But that's what's going around in the country. And of course, Home Depot and Lowe's, their share prices have appreciated. Who else is benefiting? Sawmills are benefiting. They're trying to, you know, they're ramping up and just making huge profits right now. Landowners and loggers have not seen a price increase, and that's because the tree owners aren't seeing an increase because there are a lot of trees. The government, like in the 80s, had this plan to plant all these trees, so we got more trees now than ever, and that's why I think the supply will catch up to demand pretty soon, probably fall of 2021. The loggers, they're just in a bad situation with just their bosses, so their bosses need to kick it up and give them a bonus. You know, these guys should not be seeing the same prices that they're making. That's what is, you know, that's just the life of an employee. And you have to get together sometimes and negotiate, or you stop working and go on a union strike. Because you just have to do it sometimes. But I do think we'll see prices stabilize. Will stabilize in that market. But I also do know that people are evil. Like in the financial industry, we're constantly taught to be ethical and well behaved and all this bullshit. But when you're in business and you've got this opportunity to hold back your product and then start demanding a high price, people are going to do it. It's probably like 10% of the market is doing that. Just, you know, just make that money any way you can. And sometimes you got to be bad. Guys, thank you for watching this video. Check out my blog, FinancialAdvice.blog. I'm getting back into the routine of writing since I'm done with school. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, to all the mommies. And like this video, subscribe. I'll have more videos soon, hopefully.